So, I just finished reading an article about Donald Trump and how he's influenced, whether positive or negative, the media for younger generations. It seems that through Trump's tweets, which it seems kind of strange to think that a president would be tweeting so much, he's influenced the way the younger generation, i.e., the teens who utilize social media, views media in general, or media at large. Because Trump's constant pointing out of the fact that media is biased through constant slander of media, teens throughout America and the world have realized that media in and of itself is biased. That is potentially a positive influence. However, I'm kind of wondering if it's solely because they're relying on the word of Trump. Alternatively, some of the younger generation don't support Trump, and they kind of end up mocking what he says about the media. A lot of what he said has become memes, and so it permeates into the farthest reaches of the internet and mainstream media, i.e. YouTube, Twitter, and all of those other platforms in which people look at Trump. In the past, that was not afforded to the younger generation. They just would simply ignore it. But now, you can be on YouTube and Trump news which is what I'll call it. It's not what the article necessarily called it. But Trump news will show up in everything. It shows up on Saturday Night Live, on art YouTube channels. It shows up in comics while you're scrolling down your Twitter. It doesn't necessarily mean that you have to follow Trump or anything, but I think it's a little bit interesting the influence that he's had. I'm not sure if it's positive or negative, because people are recognizing there's this bias in the media, but I feel like some teens might just be blindly labeling the media as bias where it might not be. And I think that maybe people should strongly self-analyze their role as a consumer and maybe a blind supporter of Trump where they might not have been, and figure out if there's actually a bias in what they're looking at. I mean, there probably is, but is it as heavy as Trump says it is? I don't know. This article kind of made me question everything about media these days.